Today, the state gave out its first ever New Mexico True Hero Awards to 4 extraordinary people. The governor honored Jan DiMaggio for her work as director of Special Spaces, a nonprofit that gives terminally ill kids dream bedrooms. Chuck Howe for working with vets with PTSD and Angel Fire. Jim Stogsdill for the work he does with Guardians of the Children. And the 4th person honored for his heroism, Berendo Middle School teacher John Masterson, for stopping a young shooter. I visited with John Masterson and his wife, who for the first time walked us through what happened that day.
And then we'll go this way to go to the gym.
John Masterson is walking the same halls he did that day last January.
January 14th, first thing in the morning, I had duty in the gym right here.
Classes had not yet started. Masterson was supervising more than 400 students in the gym.
All of a sudden there was a loud noise, and I thought it was firecrackers going off, and because I was watching the kids. And as I turned around looking for whoever was throwing firecrackers, I heard another one go off, and as I turned around, I saw a kid with a gun shooting up into the bleachers. And at that point, it was just like, holy crap. And I started going towards him.
That's right. This longtime history teacher went toward the student armed with a 20-gauge shotgun. A boy who had already shot and seriously wounded 12-year-old Nathaniel Tavares and 13-year-old Kendall Sanders. John Masterson was armed only with his instincts as a teacher.
Scary. Real scary. In fact, sitting here talking about it, I'm shaking again. And when I yelled at him, that's when he spun my direction, and I just started yelling, put it down, put it down. And by the grace of God, he put it down.
And the moment when he puts it down?
The happiest moment of my life. And relief like you can't imagine. When he put it down, the first thing goes through your mind, thank God, it's over.
What many don't know is that during the shooting, John's wife Leah was just a few miles away, on duty in the gym of the middle school where she teaches. By the time she got to her classroom, her phone was ringing.
The secretary in our school said, there has been a shooting at Berendo Middle School, and I just went, oh my God, John is on duty.
Desperate for news of her husband, who wasn't answering his classroom phone or his cell phone, Leah rushed to the mall, where Berendo students were being taken. It was more than an hour later when she finally caught up with him in the hallway at Berendo.
I hugged him. He hugged me. We both cried. He said, you missed being a widow by about 6 seconds.
All of her fears washed away in a single embrace.
It was really relief. I knew what kind of a man he was. And I knew that he would die trying to save those kids.
In fact, those kids were her next thought.
I just felt very fortunate that I had lost him. And we just started praying for those kids.
Almost a year later, Masterson still can't say exactly why he did what he did.
I've broke up a lot of fights, and it's the same thing. You want to stop one kid from hurting another kid, and at this point I wanted to stop a kid from hurting someone, I guess.
For Masterson, this isn't a story about a hero. It's a story about a school of kids healing and moving on.
They're still coming to this gym. They're still going to basketball games and volleyball games, and we're still holding assemblies in there, and it's part of the healing process. And we're doing really good at it.
Mason Campbell, who now is 13, pleaded guilty to the shooting and was sentenced to juvenile lockup until he's 21. These 2 victims are back at school, but will never fully heal from that shooting. And that was an emotional interview with the teacher and his wife. If you'd like to see it all or see how this case against Mason Campbell evolved this year, we've made it easy to find. Just go to KRQE.com and go to this story.